viewers. I'm Mohammad Azuddin from Web Trainings Academy. In our today's session, I'm going to explain you about the concept of how to develop a digital marketing strategy for Facebook or any social media network. Like how do we build a plan? How do we manage? And I'm going to discuss practically about the concept of how to work on a Facebook, how to create an account. Already you may have an account. We're going to see some important properties related to account, as well as we're going to study about the concept of how to build the page, what aspects and what features we have to focus when we are building our page. And after that, we'll also discuss about how do we plan a content strategy for Facebook or other social networks. So let's begin our today's topic of social media marketing with Facebook, that is Facebook marketing strategy, class number 2. The first class we discussed about social media marketing basics, and today we are discussing about social media plan. So always remember, we received, as we are also into service industry as well, our company is IT Info Digital, where we offer our digital services. So many clients come to us and they ask about the strategies. They ask about how would your company help us. So generally, as we know that we use SEO for ranking our website organically in terms of without any payment. Then number two, we use paid advertising, aggressive advertising on PPC and display ads and many other aspects. But most of the clients also require social media. Now, we have to decide whether for a client, whether social media marketing is a good option or not. And we have to also decide if it is a good option, which network would be feasible. Because see, generally it's a wrong perception of the user that a company can use all social media networks for their branding or business. No, I would say no. You have to understand, you have to analyze whether the company which we are dealing with, do they have a feasibility on social media network? If they have feasibility, which network will be feasible for them? You have to think about it. So we can't just go ahead and say that all networks, we can just target every network available. Now let me give you a small hint here, so you get an idea that what I'm exactly talking about. See, the first goal of any marketer, whenever we are starting our marketing plan, make sure that whenever we are starting a social media campaign or a social media project for a client, make sure to analyze the feasibility of the client business. Is it feasible to advertise on social media? Is it feasible to do the social media marketing? Now, one aspect is brand awareness. We can do it like people like your page, people see how many people are engaging. That's a good idea. But apart from it, we have to see the feasibility. Is it really a feasible to market on Facebook or any other network? See, totally we have, which are most popular networks are the 8 networks we have in social media. Those are Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Quora, Instagram, Pinterest, all these networks. And also we say Snapchat is also a part of social media network, but not that much popular in India. All right. So now out of these 8 networks, the first plan of action would be to understand the client business. All right. First understand the client business. Okay. Then understand their target audience, all right, and then understand the method or the which network would be feasible for the client, all right, and then how to start your campaign. How do you work with this campaign? Let me give you with a simple example before we begin our strategy. Now client business, now I will take an example. All right, so you see an example of this option, you can understand in a more effective way. Let us take an example. I'm taking a generic business, not our business or any general client business. I'll take a completely different business. Let me give you an example. Recently we have got a project for interior designer. All right, there was an interior designer, he came to us, okay, and he asked for a feasibility. He asked like, can I use social media marketing? Is it feasible for me to use social media marketing? All right, now here is a way you have to start understanding. Now when you say client business is interior designing, he's a interior designing and his business is revolving around the concept of design, correct? So now we start asking him questions like, Okay, say you are interior designing, what exactly job you do? So he explained to us like he's mainly designing the look and feel of the place. All right, he will be also implementing the concept, because there are different kinds of business again in interior designing. Some companies, they only provide the design but not the actual execution. Some companies will be only interested in providing the supplies for the products, right? They will not be really interested in all the design and execution parts. So there are different kinds of subjects. So now I will ask him a specific question: what exactly is your service? So he said, I will design and execute. So what is his main job? Is designing and executing, right? All this budget and everything he will take care of executing the project. All right, so he will be taking care. Like in other words, if a person give him an empty home and say do the interior, so he will design, he will show in a computer that how the 3D model will look like, and then depending on the client approval based on the colors and what is selected, then he will also start executing. So everything he will take care of from start to finish. So this is our client and ABC. So I'm taking this client as an AP. The client name is as a ABC interior designer. Interior designer is my client. All right, so his business is this. Now the very important question: who are your target audience? Now we will actually need to understand his target audience. Why? It's a very important point. Many times what we think in social media is that everyone is my target audience. See what happens if you say everyone is target audience. Yeah, there are some businesses where everyone is our target audience. Yes, it's possible. But if you define a specific group of audience for whom you are really doing the targeting, whom you are really focusing on your business, then what happens for a marketing perspective, for a social media specialist or a digital marketing specialist, it will be more effective for us to target the audience in a very specific way. For example, he can't just say that I'm offering for everyone. Now I'll tell you why. Because see here what happens. Imagine that if I got a project from a very large corporate company, let's say for example a company like Microsoft or Google, with acres of campus. Now if he got a lead from them, and anyway I'm just taking an assumption, all right, he got a lead from them and said we have a 10-acre campaign where the whole campus, the interior exterior we want to give to your firm. Now the question is he in a position to really handle it? The answer is, say he's a small and medium scale company, he cannot even handle that. So I would say no, I can't handle that project because I don't have the expertise for handling that. So that is a very important aspect, is you have to target your audience, you have to pinpoint, you have to streamline your audience in social media so that you reach to those people. See, sometimes it is possible that you got a project from a very small company, which again may not be affordable, they can't even pay you the design charges. So you have to exclude those audience also from your list. So excluding the people who are not, who are above your range, or excluding people who are exactly below your range, is what you will get your target audience. And also in other aspects of our marketing, we call them as buyer persona. Like what, who are the buyers, what is the persona? So let us assume that my target audience are, say for example, homeowners who have their own home or own home, homeowners, people who are in apartments, who are actually owners of apartments. So homeowners, apartment owners. All right, these are the first. Let's take our target audience number one. Target audience number two is, let's take for example, our client is also having expertise in offices, so he also design offices, he also do interior for offices. So his second target is offices. Now I would like to tell you one more interesting point here. You see, expertise in specific field is very, very crucial. There may be some interior designers who are specialists only in jewelry, or designing jewelry stores. Some experts will be there in interior designing who are specialists only doing designs for retail stores. So that is also a skill set, that is also a targeting strategy. Like some interior designers may be very specialized in only hospitals possible. That's called as a specific target niche. So that type of clients will also be more effective for that business. So that is also one of the unique selling point of some companies. But assume now I'm not going into the detail of any specific niche. I would say my target is homeowners, my target is apartment owners, all right, and also people who are having offices or they are planning to have their own offices. So when I say offices, then I have to think about the people who maybe our target founders, managing directors, all right, directors, right? Or I would also say CEO, the top management people who have the ability to make a decision regarding whatever the office design or office stuff they would like to take up. So these are some of the, we can add many more, but I'm just adding the basic level. So this is how we build up our basic idea. That is client business. We understood the design and execute the project and target audience, as we simply see from the data here that we are basically looking for home owners, apartment owners, and offices, right? Now here is another aspect you have to consider. Now, which network would be feasible for the client? Now see, selecting the network is also a very important aspect, because selecting, doing the right marketing on a wrong network is also wrong, and doing correct marketing on a wrong network, that is also wrong, and doing wrong marketing on a correct network, that is also wrong. Which means, suppose, for example, you see, for this client, I would give you a just brief idea, okay? Which network? So I would say the feasible network for this client, what would be the feasible social media networks for this client which we want to work with? Now first thing here, if you consider feasibility as an example, all right, so I would say, in simple terms, I would say that the first network I would like to start with is Facebook. And I would say in many cases you realize that Facebook is one of the go-to networks. So if you take any business, you can start with Facebook. You say, sir, why? Because of the huge variety of users they have and the targeting options they give you in advertising and other aspects. So I would say, without any hesitation, any client can generally start working on Facebook. In general, I'm saying, right? But some networks, some businesses may not be feasible for Facebook, but I will say generally all the businesses will start with the Facebook. Now, because it's an interior design which is more visual, which is more look and feel wise, so I would say the next immediate network I would like to target would be Instagram. And also I would also want to see the work on Pinterest, because see, I'm taking my aspect this way. When I say the business is more visually appealing, so let's go with Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Next, fourth option I would like to add is, now here is an interesting point I would like to add to it, is LinkedIn. You may say, sir, why would you like to go with LinkedIn? The reason is this. Now here, if you notice, already I have explained to you in the beginning that one of our target is offices, and we know that most of the professional people or founders or any specific people will be on LinkedIn. We were discussing about, because our target audience is offices like founders, CEO, MD, director, the top level management. So I would say that it's pretty good to say that LinkedIn is also one of our target, but we have to be very precisely do the marketing. We cannot just go and do any kind of post on LinkedIn. We have to be very precise, and we have to target only the office related post on LinkedIn. So now that's our four network. Now Twitter, yes, I can target Twitter also. What about YouTube? Yes, I can use YouTube also. But here you have to realize one thing. You see, every network has its own main motive. For example, if you take YouTube, people don't come to YouTube just for your interior design, page, or your channel or interior design. No, people won't come for that. In YouTube, if you want to really scale and if you want to really do a business and you want to get customers, you have to go in a different angle, like an education angle, where you can have certain videos. Maybe you can start with certain videos like how to design, how to keep your room clean in 5 easy steps. That's one video. How to arrange the space in your home for more efficient working purpose, or how to set up a home office. Maybe, you see, the idea of YouTube is not just to get something from the customer. You have to give something so that they follow up with your content, they follow up with your video, and then in future they may be also interested to do business with you. So don't think only about selling directly on YouTube. That process will not work out. So YouTube can also be a great method to start with. So I would take the fifth network as YouTube. All right. So this will be my 5 go-to networks I want to start with. Now, what about now? Let's take an example of Quora. Can Quora will be a great network for this? Maybe someone asked a question, maybe on Quora, like which is a good interior designers in Hyderabad. Maybe I will write an answer for that. That's good. What are the aspects to look at, interior design, how to make interior more traditional? Someone asked, maybe that's okay. But I would say that that would not be a great go to network immediately. All right. But whereas if I'm doing some kind of services, for example, a lawyer is there, he's providing some guidelines to certain people on link on Quora for free of cost as the initial answers for any queries, and then that would be a great starting point for him to acquire the customers, right? So depending on that aspect, I'm excluding it. Slideshare also I'm excluding it because really people don't go for presentations or something for Slideshare in general. So I will exclude that network also. But see, sometimes what happens, every network you can use for the client, that is possible. But in some cases, what happens, some networks are not feasible. I'll give you a good example of it. You get an idea. Let us take, for example, we are having a very big software company, a corporate software company who are offering services to US based clients on programming and coding. Now, I would say for that company, Instagram account may not be required. All right, may not be required. Why? US is a why. Why? Because the target audience is basically not really looking for on Instagram for their software services, for their complex security services. They are not going to be really on Instagram. Maybe Instagram will be a good option to attract potential employees. All right, to get to show your work life, to show your campus life. That may be a great option, but I would not say that really you can capture a customer or an audience with the help of Instagram for the security services. Whereas you can capture a customer from Facebook for security services possible, but not from Instagram. So that is feasibility test. We say it's not going to work out. So these are our feasible networks. We can actually, if you have a good thought process, you can actually make any network to work for that particular client and get the best possible results from social media. But because of constraint, because client also has a budget constraint and he just don't want to waste his money on all the networks, so for that reason I would say the feasible network would be Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So now we are going to start, assuming that this is just a client we want to work with, this is just a client we want to implement the strategy for. All right, so I would like to just go ahead and work with this client, and how do I start working for this client marketing efforts. So first thing what I will do in general is that I have to go with the Facebook page. I have to create a Facebook page for the client. Okay, now let's start with an account. Generally in Facebook, see, the idea is this: if you want to be on Facebook, you need to have a profile, your account. It's a personal profile. So any general user will have to have a personal profile to work on Facebook for any brand or company. Now, here is the point. If you create a personal account once, I have my own personal account, I can create n number of business pages. But is it a good idea to create a business page for a client from your own personal account? Is that a good idea? So I would say no, it's not a good idea. Reason for that is, now imagine after like 6 months or 1 year, the client want to go with some other company, or just you want to skip, right? Now the problem is, it's okay. It's actually your own account. You're creating a page. You can give them access. But the problem is you're the real owner of the page. So it's not a good idea. My personal opinion and a personal option I would like to go in general for any client is, in his own, generally what we do is we create a separate personal account for the client. All right, maybe on his name or on any general name. All right, we should look genuine, not a fake ID or something. We will have a email ID for the client, right? So from that mail ID, I will create a separate account for the client, and this access I will give to the client, and also tell him be active on this account regularly, so that you use this for your interaction purpose also. So that way we get a unique account for the client on Facebook. If he already has an account, I would invite him to please go follow this process and create a page and give us the access, so we can manage the entire page option. So page setup, we'll come to that point. Now assume that I'm the client and I'm logging into my personal account, and every one of you have a personal account, right? So now, before I go into any complicated details or anything or any other aspects, I would like to give throw a light about the personal account and the business page. What is the difference and how it will really impact the business results? So here is the point I would like to tell you. See, personal account is nothing but if I just click on this account here, you see I have Muhammad Azuddin is my account. I just click on it. Now, whatever you see is my personal profile. And I have friends here who speak with, who chat with me. I post my personal updates. I do a lot of different postings, etc. So, does it have an impact? Does it really matters about your personal account? Yes, it matters. Why? Because your personal account, whenever you post something, it reaches to a lot of your friends and it has a much higher reach. But the problem is, it's in your circle and friends of your circle. In the sense, if I have a friend, maybe his friend will see when my friend comment on the post. That is how it works. All right, it's like a connection base. So when I have a personal profile, it will be in my circle only, right? So I will have a limited reach of that. That I agree. But point you have to note here is because the personal account has a very high level of reach and very high level of engagement also. So always make sure to keep active, be active on your own personal account. Make sure you have a personal page like this. You have a custom URL also so people can find you easily. And also in your personal account, make your cover photo as per your personal interest and your photo where people can recognize you. See, this is even for a tip I'm giving you for this. If you are working to build up your own profile, all right, you're looking for a job as well. See, some employers look at your profile, they will see how optimized your profile is. Are you really using the simple social media techniques on your own profile? Are you posting relevant content? Are you posting useless content? So that will be an important aspect. And also I would say for job seekers specifically, don't post random useless stuff on your personal page because employers check that. All right, so and they will know that how much time are you really wasting on something which is not at all really important for you or for your friends. All right, so you have to make sure your profile is also good enough. So a proper cover photo, don't put some random photo there, some nice good professionally created cover photo. And also you work on your profile photo as well, so that if a potential employer who is checking your profile can also able to know, like your intro, your introduction, your photos, just try to make it a little bit professional. So because you can get a lot of value from your personal profile, when you share on your personal profile, etc., it will be much more valuable and effective. So that's a small point of view. But see, I'm not discussing more about personal side now. We are more focused on working on the other side of our business, which is a page creation of the page process. So you can go here, click on here, and you can just go ahead and create a new page. And also there is another aspect of your Facebook called as business manager. Now business manager is actually a company account where you can able to manage multiple client accounts, multiple client pages in a more efficient way. So as of now, if you are a beginner, don't go over to this point, don't worry about it. So you can just create a page from your personal account. But if you are a manager, if you have a business manager account, then you also have another option. You can click here and you can create a page from your business manager also, which your team, your internal team can also be added into that pages, and they can also manage your account. So that's fine, but I would like to go with the option of create your page, assuming you are the individual person who is creating the business page for yourself. Go ahead. Here we have two options. One is business or a brand, or community or a public figure. Simple. Even see, I would like to give you some points here, that if you are an individual, an entrepreneur, and you want to start building your own personal brand, because see, at one point of time, your personal brand will also really matter. You may be a blogger, but see, don't think about 1 month or 2 months. Think about after 10 years, how you want to see yourself as. You see many bloggers there in the market. 5 years back, no one knew them, right? But today they are like, a very popular personality under the blogger, in the blogging community. Some of them are specialists in affiliate marketing. Some of them are specialists in Google AdWords. Some of them are specialists in digital marketing. Some of the people 5 years back we don't even know, but they are specialists in mobile blogging. So there are a lot of chances that if you start taking this field as your personal interest, and you are enthusiastic and passionate about this industry, I would say personally you will also require a public figure account, wherein you will take factors like you are an entrepreneur, you are into blogging, you can put your company details there, and you can get going. All right. So it's a personal level point of view. Individual person should have a public profile. Okay, so that people can like your page and see. Unlike a profile where you have only 5,000 friends you can add, whereas the public trigger, when you create a page for yourself, a lot of your friends can follow you and you can post a lot of updates, and you can also do advertising for your own personal branding. So this is one part I want to explain, but now we'll focus more on our interior design project. So I want to work on this business brand. So how would I start? How do I work with this business brand? Simple. Just go ahead and get started. Name of your page. So assume that this particular company is let's say here I would like to even give you an interesting point. See, the just best way to start with is Shopify business name generator. Okay, so what's the use of this business name generator is when you are starting a company and you are not able to get ideas about your design and all, just go with Shopify. All right, so here I will say interior designers. So assume you already have a client. Okay, interior designers zone, fair interior designer, interior designers body, detail. Okay, green apple interior designers. Okay, standard, align, generation, hallmark. But you have to also take care of the trademark also. Okay, I'll take something simple and easy. Yeah, urban interior designers. That would be a great name. Royal interior designers would be a great name. Even elite interior designers would be a great name. Yeah, okay, so I'll take elite. Maybe a lot of companies will be there with the name, but I'm just taking it with one name, interior designers. All right, but that's our business name. Then category, add a category to describe your page. All right, so I have to select the exact one, interior design studio. Perfect. So can I add any other options? Let's see, okay, that's fine. And of course, I can also add local business later, but now I can only add one category, interior designer studio. Okay, my address. Now I can add where is our actual address, Azure Complex 104. Okay, and Hyderabad. Okay, 50082, and phone number is optional. And here is the point, don't show my address, only show the city and region that this business in. Now what happens is, if you just don't show the details, sometimes for e-commerce website there is no meaning of showing the address. But for offline office, for example, Web Trainings Academy, we have a office space in Hyderabad, we are having a registered office. So in that case, from sometimes from Facebook people want to come and visit our web page. So in that case we show the office number, but generally office address is not shown for online businesses. It depends. So I will not show the address. I'll only show the city and details. And phone number is also optional, but if you show, it's a good option. So go ahead and continue. So elite interior designers is our new page we are going to we have created. Now the next steps to do, add a profile picture. All right. Now basically, if the client is already having a business, obviously we'll also have a the profile, the logo and all that, right? But I would like to go ahead to Canva to create, because we are doing it everything from scratch to just understand everything in a very clear way. I'm trying to show you as practical way as possible to do the work, because a lot of YouTube viewers have asked me, sir, please show practical how to do things, etc. So I'm trying to show as practical as possible without any presentation today. All right, so custom dimension. Generally, the dimension of YouTube profile photo is 180 by 180. We can also create 250 or 300 pixels also, but I'm taking the actual design size 180 by 180 to make sure that it is exact proportion. And we want a logo for it. So I'll take an existing design, but I'm not a graphic designer to work. So, okay, elements. I just want a template for logo, nothing else. All right, templates, graphics. Oh, these are all paid. We don't want to pay anything here. Yeah, we'll go to templates. So hopefully we find something interesting here. Logo. Yeah. Yeah. Some logos coming in. Great, great. Free of cost. That's a great thing for us. Okay. No, you take anything which you find is, the best option. I'll take this one. Okay. I don't want this bottom element. All right. So here, rename it as Elite um, Interior Decors. And R we can write in another way. That's fine. It's okay. So I'm just, playing with the design part. All right. Perfect. So let's see the font. Can we adjust the font to 14? Spacing, line height. All right. Perfect. Color, I think, should be much orange. Sure. Okay. Font, and see, this is just a free tool. You can use it. No, it doesn't. So that's all. I see. If you have a client logo, all this thing is not required. I'm just trying to be more professional so we can get the best possible result for our work. No, was very bad. We want something which is stylish and looks cool on the design. No, not at all. Okay, let's try with small letters. Oh, it's all caps, huh? I'm not a graphic designer, guys, so don't ask me, sir, if that doesn't look good or something. Don't ask me, please. I'm just doing it for sake of this class example. All right, chalo. Colors, I'm not that much happy with it. Okay, so let's not waste our time much on this. So let's assume this is our logo. So just download it. Yeah. So in offline, we'll get the download. Perfect. So desktop, save. But I need to again revamp it because we are taking it at 2000. Oh, right. So I have a problem here. Right, right, right. We are looking at all right. So now download it because when 180 by 180 pixel we want. Okay, done. Logo done. Perfect. So let's take the upload profile photo. Okay, final. Where is final? Yeah. And see who are you don't want to invest money on graphics and logo and all that. Do it from this website itself. Very great website. Next, cover photo. I'll come to cover photo later. So let's skip it now. So when you got a basic page, Elite Interior Designers, that's a Facebook page. Next, what we need to do is now we have to work on the different aspects or the properties of our Facebook page. Like we have to work on the cover photo, and there are different aspects. I'm going to show you that how to create that options also. And then we also have to work on the different aspects of tabs, and we have to work on create this username and many more factors. So a point about the next thing I would like to do immediately is to create a cover photo. See, Facebook is now offering many options. Cover photos can be a single photo, a complete pixel photo, which is 828 into 315 pixel. You can also upload a nice video, or you can also upload a slideshow. It's like, because it's an interior designer, the look and feel matters here. Because if you show an amazing video of the interior design done by client, or you show some slide of amazing designs done by your client, it will really make a big difference. So I would like to show you the process of how do we create this banner. So here we have a ready-made option. You see, Facebook cover photo now 820 into 312 pixels. Let's go take the cover photo. A light change I have did. Okay, so that's the page. So now go ahead and see, there are already some designs, but I don't like them. All right, so I just want some kind of nice look, and also our color combination should match with it. So I want to take some pictures. So we have a lot of pictures to buy this free of cost pictures we can get online. It's a free stunning free photograph from Pixabay we can get here in the design. But actually client should have it. Don't depend on someone's design. You must have some kind of okay, so there's no captures present. All right, later I will register. I just want to download a photo. Yeah, done. Download. Yep. So a picture from that, and that's in maybe some. Then I would like to take the kind of home option. Is it a paid? Yeah, it's Shutterstock. Just cancel it. It's a paid one. You just want free. I hope you are following me. So I'm taking multiple here because of a specific reason. I want to show you the concept of slides and also different kinds of banners, how they will look like. All right. So let's take wall furniture. Yep, nice. Free download. Okay, done. Download. Second one. Perfect. Now let's move to another kitchen. So I'll design. Oh, this is a bit complicated. Let's try. Okay, done. Download. Okay, and last one. I would like to take an office actually, office interior, because all are home related. So I want to add now an office interior that makes a variation for our layout. Now all of this would look amazing. These are all paid ones, so don't even think about them. I think that looks pretty nice. This looks pretty nice. So there may be illustration, it doesn't matter. Oh, what happened? Where we are going now? Okay, it's a paid. Leave it. I don't want it. Bridges. Done. Fine, that's great. So we got certain designs and certain images for working on. It looks superb. Yeah. But generally, client has to give all this picture. So we try to be as real as possible, right? So we are not really going to just add some random stuff over there. We'll try to be more authentic and genuine because social media is all about the proof, the social proof. So these are all the pictures I would like to use to design my banner or a slideshow, whatever it may be. So let's begin the concept. So let's go to our design and I will rename it as Elite Interior Designers. Done. Okay, now go ahead and because already have a design here, so I'll like to add this. Right. So let's add, okay, cool. All right. Some kind of catchy word we need. Make your home special place. Anyway, it's a special place, but extra special, we can say something that way. All right. We make spaces awesome or awesome spaces, whatever it may be. Because I'm just doing it quickly without any thought process. So excuse me for that aspect. Okay. So let's design our layout. So now go ahead. So we got a first one, the second one, I'm taking a duplicate, third one, and four. All right. So now we need pictures for making of this element. So go ahead and upload an image and all that pictures we'd like to get it here into Canva. So one, two, three, four, five. So we'll choose the best out of all. All right. So let them quickly upload. A little bit of thought process is involved in doing this. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Looks should fit in our layout perfectly. So let me bring it down position. Backward, backward. Perfect. So right. And next, like take the office. Again, position backward, backward. Done. You can change the color if you want. You can make it bit more cool, and it depends on your own thought process. You apply your thinking there. All right, perfect. So it got a view. Okay, then we need home space. Perfect, perfect. And backward, backward. That's it. So we got up three spaces. I think that's fair enough. Enough, not more than that. Three, perfect. So I can now download these objects. All right. So download in JPEG and download. So these are our cover pages. So if you have a video, then you can also upload a video also of your interior design work that will be looking more amazing and awesome. So elite. All right, done. So go ahead and now upload the photo. Choose from photos. We already have, sorry, choose upload a photo here, upload a photo or a video. So already we have our elite interior designs. So we have to, Just unzip this package. Done. The three pictures would be working now for us. Add a cover photo, upload a photo. Done. Yeah. So that's design, and see how it looks in the page. Looks nice. That's a single page. But see, as the wording is not good, you have to think about it. As I said, it's because it's just a dummy project. I'm not really coming up with some ideas. Okay. So if you want to make it more awesome, so edit slideshow. You can add multiple pictures to give a much more better perspective of your variety of designs you do. That looks more awesome. Yeah, so that's a trend. You should follow a plan. Okay, you should follow a specific strategy wherein a design, a structure looks more amazing and appealing to the customer, right? So maybe in the yellow color background, then you have a red color back according to your logo design. You can do that way. Then once we complete it, all right, let's add a button to our page. All right, a button is where people can contact you, people can shop, people can download depending on your business. So I would say contact us. Yep, I would like people to contact us or send messages by default there, sign up or email. So I would like to go ahead and do as a call now. Let people call us. All right. So when you say next, I would like to add my number. So a number as per your country. So 97037. This is actually our services office number. Done. So that would be a call button activated. So if anyone is interested, immediately they can see our number and call us. Then I would like to add like my own page first. All right. And then I would like to add some basic adjustments more. So create page username. See, right now the username is too lengthy. It has a ugly looking number. It's not good at all. People can't find us out. So create a username, and I would like to write Elite Interior Decors. Hopefully, yeah, gone, available. Great, great name. All right, has been created. Perfect. And some of you may have a problem. Okay, you may not able to create this username. See, my account is an old account and it is not a new account or a dummy account. So for that reason, I have directly able to create it. But some of your accounts you try, you may have a problem in that, right? You may not be able to do it. All right. So you get a error message, etc. So in that case, you please wait for some time. After that, you will be getting that option as well. Okay. Sorry, your records request change. Yeah, it was my mistake. I given that as designers here and decors there. So be consistent over all the places. And the next thing I would like to do is, yeah, page name is change. Approved. Perfect. Done. So interior decors. Now let's see a few more things which we want to adjust here in our about section. Okay, look at, yeah, business details. What is your business? What is the price starting range, and all that stuff. Basic business, right? So make sure your customer know all the aspects, like what is the starting price of your business services. Okay, and when did your company started? So our company started founded in year 2018. This now December 5th when we are taking the video. Done. Okay, business types. My business sells goods and services online. This is the corporate office or headquarters. Okay, both of them. All right, great. Your phone number, again, your chat ID, your email ID, your website. So if I have a website, then I will add elite interior decors.com if available. That would be also acting as a backlink. And then all the other details like about your company, company overview, and all that would be a good option to start with. And also very important, add your story. Add some nice picture. Okay, and add a nice picture. Maybe your existing picture also may work perfectly. All right. So we are top. Oh, okay, whatever the profile is. And you have to write more content over there and publish. So that appears on the right side of the page. Done. Great. So now, all right. So that's perfect. If you want to add a team member, you can add that team member also. All right. Now, one more important thing. You see, many times what happens, a lot of people say that what are all these options? Why we are getting so many options? Like we don't have a shopping. Why do we get the shopping options or we don't want it? So here actually by default, it's a template. All right. So what you have to do is you have to change the default template. So go to settings. Okay. Templates and tabs. All right, and now you can actually show or hide certain options. Suppose you don't want to show the shop, just off, save. You don't want to show any offers, off. You don't want to show any events because you're not really having that events and all that to publish. So hide. And jobs, because we don't want to post any jobs. Community is default, we can't change it. Info and apps, we can't change it. About, we can't change it. Post is default. Videos, we cannot change it. Photos, we cannot change it. Reviews, actually, yes, we can show or we can hide. That's fine. And also services, we can show or we can hide. All right. And one more point I will tell you about services now. It's very important. Okay, done. So this is our pages. So we have optimized our page to show those elements which are relevant to us. And one of the elements is services. So here again, it's a requirement that you must add all your services in a step-by-step way. For example, add services. So service name, home interior designing, price optional, you can leave. So we can design an awesome space interiors for your home. See, I'm just writing as not as a content writer, just as a basic level. All right. So don't consider it as a professionally I'm writing the content. It just I'm adding some kind of content. That's it. Okay. So interior design for home. Oh, sorry, we taken the wrong picture. Yeah, that's the home. Perfect. Use photo. That's it. So you got a home interior design. Likewise, I can also add office interior design, kitchen design. There are so many different aspects to add. So this is how practically we start working on the page and design our basic page in real time scenario. All right. So now, how do we get likes? A lot of students ask it like, so how do we get likes? Immediately start inviting your friends and also start sharing this page in the groups. Okay. Keep it in your website and also send request to your existing clients to like your page. So like this we can build up our page. Base option is this is the step-by-step process of creating a Facebook page with some real details as well. So hope you have enjoyed this session, and next week we are going to create another session on the same topic, which will be about how to create a content strategy for Facebook, how to create a content marketing plan for this elite interior decors. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and also share this on your Facebook page and your other social media profiles. And also, if you have any questions, please write on the comments below. Thank you very much for attending this session.